Hello, and welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today to celebrate the winter solstice that is coming up this Saturday. So, the winter solstice is about slowing down. It's about going within. It's about reflecting on our lives and what's going well, what we want to change. Um, it's a time to really make a difference for yourself. So, hang on, I want to close this off over here so I'm not seeing Google ads. Oops, more things popped up. Okay. So, we are going to start with our short little meditation elevate. So, if you will, I'm going to ask you to close your eyes and just start taking a couple deep, nourishing breaths, getting centered and grounded and arriving. And as much as possible, bring your attention out of your head and into your heart. Good morning. And with your attention in your heart, it's so funny you're here because I was thinking about you this morning. Sorry. With your attention in your heart, I want to invite you to think about someone you really, really love, human or animal, currently on the planet or not. So a childhood pet, maybe a grandparent, even if you're missing that grandparent, even though there's a little sadness and grief, I'm going to ask you to tune into the love, the joy, the appreciation, the gratitude for having had that person in your life. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. And really allow yourself to feel that love, that gratitude, that appreciation. Not just think it, feel it. What does it feel like in your body? Does this feeling have a color? Does it have an energy? What is it for you? And right now I'm definitely getting purple, so I'm going to ask you, whatever color you're getting, or create a color of what this love, this gratitude, this appreciation feels like in your heart. I want you to imagine it's starting in your heart and then spreading from your heart all throughout your body, filling your body up with this energy of love, gratitude, and appreciation. And let's take one more deep, nourishing breath together. Opening your eyes, coming to here and now. So, if you're on my email list and you read that today is the last YouTube Live, it is the last YouTube Live for 2024, definitely. And I'm not going to be doing these weekly anymore. I'm only going to be doing them when I feel inspired to share something meaningful with you. So, it's going to be the same for my newsletters, my YouTube Lives, and my Insight Lives. So, it doesn't mean I'm leaving, it just means it's not going to be every week. And so my husband is retiring at the end of the year. And so I'm calling this semi-retirement, but I've got to tell you, it's kind of funny since I've taken the pressure off of myself to have to produce something every week. I'm getting more excited. I have more ideas. So I may end up doing more, not less. I don't know. So anyway, today we are talking about the energy of the winter solstice. And again, the winter solstice is about going within. It's about slowing down. And I want you to think about the fact that um, plants go dormant. A lot of plants go dormant during the winter, and we don't see what's going on, right? We don't see what's going on under the ground, that it appears that they're just dormant. But the reality is they're growing roots. They're creating more structure and more foundation and a strong foundation so that when they come out in the spring, that they have a strong foundation. And I think that's what the winter solstice is about. It's about creating a way of being that allows you to be your best self when you come back out in the spring. But honestly, I'm talking about, we don't live by the seasons like people used to, even though it would be nice if we did to some extent. But what I'm talking about right now is taking some time to slow down and tune into some things. So I am running a 3-day winter solstice journaling journey right now, and I want to share with you a couple things that have come out of this. So we started on, this is Thursday when I'm recording this, December 19th. We started on Tuesday, and we started with reflecting on what we have learned in 2024, on the wisdom that we have gained, how we have grown and changed. And so one of my favorite sayings is, now that happened, where's the gift in it? Now that happened, where's the gift in it? So I'm going to invite you to think about 2024 for a moment, and you're welcome to share in the chat if you'd like. What are some things that you did or that happened that allowed you to learn and grow? And this is not necessarily all the positive, uplifting, fabulous things. It may be the harder things, the challenges may be where your most growth came from. So I want you to think about that for a moment. And maybe you grab a journal or a piece of paper, something to write on, maybe jot some notes on, how have I learned and grown in 2024? What has shifted and changed? What do I want to hold try that again. What do I want to hold on to, and what do I want to let go of? So the other part of that is, when I say, now that happened, where's the gift in it? Part of that is realizing, okay, I have learned I don't want to do XYZ. Hang on one second. Or I've learned I'm more resilient than I thought I was, and I can handle more than I thought I could. So think about that, what you have learned. Learned a lot to let it roll. Nice. Thank you for sharing that, Liz. Um, so just think about how you can make a difference for yourself and for others based on what you have learned in this year. So that's the reflection part. The next part is about self care and rituals and ways of taking good care of yourself. So, as you're learning and growing and gaining more wisdom throughout life, we need to find ways to take good care of ourselves, to inspire ourselves, to encourage ourselves, to make a difference in our lives so that we're able to help others. So I want to see. Ooh, okay. Thank you for sharing that, Mary. Okay. So, as I mentioned, I'm doing this journaling journey that ends today. Anyway, so yesterday was about self-care and rituals, and I brought up the Miracle Morning. So I'm curious how many of you have heard of the book or read the book, The Miracle Morning. So what I think I'm going to do is, in the show notes, I'm going to put a link to the Miracle Morning documentary that is free here on YouTube. I started watching it last night so let me back up. I mentioned in the group yesterday, The Miracle Morning, and then someone else in the group said, have you watched the documentary? I didn't even know there was a documentary. So I started watching it last night, and I'm kind of blown away by it. I've got 10 more minutes to finish it. It's long. It's an hour and 39 minutes. I didn't manage to finish it all at once, so I've broken it into 3 parts, but I'm going to finish it when I finish this. So the Miracle Morning is about how you start your day. And I'm a big believer in how you start your day is the most important part of the day. What you do the first hour of the day sets the tone, the feeling tone for the whole day. So if you start your day by picking this thing up and doom scrolling, all the awful, terrible things happening in the news, and oh my goodness, and the news only reports the bad stuff. It rarely reports the good stuff, which is happening all the time. So I'm going to suggest that you not do your doom scrolling first thing in the morning. And there's actually a beautiful analogy if you decide to watch this documentary, the Miracle Morning documentary, where somebody talks about a soda can. I'm going to let you watch it. I'm not even going to tell you the analogy. But the idea is that you do things to fill yourself up. And how Elrod, the author of The Miracle Morning, has broken down his suggestion into what he calls savers, or some people call them lifesavers. And again, I'll put this in the show notes after the show or after the recording today. But anyway, so SAVER stands for S is for silence. Taking some time first thing in the morning before you pick up the phone, before you get on any screens, to have some silence. The second one, the A, is affirmations. Now, I'm an EFT practitioner, so of course I'm going to say tap those in. And I'll give you the link to this too. My very first YouTube video that I put on YouTube 7-8 years ago, I don't know, I'll have to look, is called Daily Tapping Meditation. And it's just an uplifting 3 minutes, I think, little thing to tap to. So affirmations, create your own if you want. But I think tapping on it makes it that much more powerful. Of course, I'm going to say that. And by the way, I think tapping is also a great way to tap on the resistance that comes up. Because if you say, I am so grateful for my life, the first thing that's going to pop into your head is, I'm grateful for my life, except, and you're going to start listing everything going wrong or all the things that, suck or whatever in your life. So you get to tap on that. You get to say, I'm grateful for my life. Oh, yeah, but there's this and there's this and there's this. And maybe I don't have to see it that way anymore. Maybe I can have a new perspective. Maybe I can look at life differently. So I'm just kind of adding to how Elrod's affirmations. So the third one in the savers, and somebody can put this in the chat if you want, Liz, just suggesting you or Mary do this, but you certainly don't have to. So the S stands for silence, A is for affirmations, V is visualize. So there's different ways to do visualization. How Elrod is talking about visualizing the perfect day, or the great, or I'm going to say an ideal day. I don't like perfect. We don't have perfect. We're humans. So the ideal day. So for me, that's doing a great job on my YouTube live, and then the client that I'm going to have this afternoon, and the class I'm going to teach, being there to show up, being your best self, filling yourself up first before you go out into the world. You can't give from an empty well. Fill yourself up. So let's keep going with this. S is for silence, A is for affirmations, V is for visualizing, E is for exercise. And my favorite exercise right now is I have found Chi Yoga by Lu Chen here on YouTube, and I am loving doing some Chi Yoga with her in the mornings. It feels so good. So I'm going to share with you in the show notes, actually my 3 favorite ones right now. So you can give those a try if you would like. Certainly don't have to. Honestly, I think getting outside in nature in the morning is a great way to start. And it depends on the weather, where you are in the world. So, oh, cool. Glad to hear that, Liz. So let's see. Where was I? V-E is for exercise. R is for reading. Read something inspirational. 10 minutes. Doesn't have to be long. Just something that fills you up. Again, we're trying to fill ourselves up with positivity before we go into our day. And then the last S is for scribe, which is journaling. And of course, gratitude journaling is one of the best ways to start your day or any time of day. It's great to end your day with gratitude journaling. Excuse me. And the more specific it is, the better it is. So I pick on my husband when I tell this joke, when I talk, or not joke, but when I share this. When I first started getting into gratitude and how important gratitude is, and I asked my husband, what are you grateful for? And he said, you, the kids, the job, the house. And I'm like, okay, that's lovely. I am so glad you are grateful for those things. Now I want you to find something specific that happened in this day, and I want you to really feel that gratitude, because it's the feeling that matters. It's the emotions that really matter. So Dr. Joe Dispenza says that gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. Gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. And that doesn't mean I'm grateful for my house, my wife, my job, blah, blah. It means I am so grateful that I got to watch the sunrise this morning, that it's the time of year where I can see through the trees, and I got to watch the sunrise this morning. I am so grateful I got to see that. That is completely different. So I hope you're getting that difference. So The winter solstice is definitely about slowing down, reflecting, thinking about your life, what changes you want to make, who you want to be, how you want to feel. So, the third thing that I'm going to be doing today with my journaling group, and then I want to share with you, is visualizing your best life in 2025 and imagining that. My favorite way of doing that is a gratitude letter as if it has already happened. So, if you choose to do this exercise, it is sit down with your journal, piece of paper, whatever, and imagine that it's, let's say, January 1st, 2026. January 1st, 2026, and you are writing about 2025. And so you start out with, I am so grateful that, and you write all the things that you want to create in 2025 as if they have already happened. So you're feeling the energy of it. You're imagining it as clearly as you possibly can. Your life will not turn out exactly like you imagine it. But if you have this imagination, if you're visualizing what you want instead of just letting it happen, much better chance you're going to get what you want. So I'm going to put this one in the show notes too. My favorite meditation, or one of my favorite meditations, is Vishen Lakhani's The Six Phase Meditation. So the six phase meditation, he talks about visualizing your ideal day, and he talks about visualizing your life 3 years from now. So when you're creating from that space of intention and purpose, it's a lot different than just letting it happen. The life sucks, then you die kind of attitude that comes from picking up your phone first thing in the morning, getting mad about what you see in the news, getting upset about everything going on, and then holding on to that anger energy all day long, blaming, complaining, shaming, being in victim mode. Life sucks. Yes, a lot of us do that. So I'm offering you the opportunity to think differently, to create differently, to be intentional in who you are and who you want to be. Okay, Liz, perfect thing to tap on. Perfect thing to tap on. Yes. So, right, we have all been trained to worry about the next shoe drop, or when's the other shoe going to drop? That something bad's going to happen. Yeah, bad things do happen in life. They do. I can't say that if you start doing the miracle morning savers every day that bad things won't happen. And as a matter of fact, if you watch the miracle morning documentary, you'll find that that's really true. So I'm not, again, spoiler alert, I'm not going to share with you what happens. So we're going to do some tapping on releasing. And so, Liz, I'm glad you brought that up. Releasing our fear of bad things happening, because they will. So you can focus on worry, or you can focus on creation, intention, what you want to happen. You've got a much better chance of it happening if you're focusing on what you want instead of what you don't want. Okay. Uh, I love that. Cleaning out the stove, ick, to make room for yay. I love that, Mary. That's beautiful. Okay, so we're going to do some tapping. I am not going to go into how to tap. So if you're brand new to EFT, to emotional freedom techniques or tapping, just join in and tap along. Don't worry about the how. Here on YouTube, I have two videos. One is how to tap, and one is, I don't remember the title, something about an introduction to EFT. You can find those if you want to do, learn more about tapping. But for right now, we're just going to do some tapping. So I'm going to ask you to take a moment to close your eyes, take a deep, nourishing breath, maybe putting your hands over your heart and tuning into your heart. And if you were here with me at the beginning and you've already thought about someone you love and that you truly appreciate, and you've allowed yourself to have that feeling, tune back into that feeling and that color. If you've joined me since the beginning, I see several people have joined, then I'm going to ask you to do that right now. Tune into a happy feeling. So a happy feeling may be when you think about someone you love. It may be imagining being in a favorite place For me, that's a sunrise walk at the beach. Whatever it is for you, tune in to being in a special place or with a special person, something positive and uplifting, and allow yourself to feel that. And if this feeling has a color, tune into that feeling, that color. And imagine that color, that energy, that feeling of love and gratitude and appreciation right here in your heart. And then imagine spreading it all throughout your body. And now we're going to tap in some positives. So going to the side of the hand. So even though I have a lot of worries and fears and concerns, and I have a lot of stress in my life, I'm choosing to relax and be open to new possibilities today. We're going to go ahead and go around the points, going to the eyebrow. There's a lot of reasons that I get stuck in fear or worry. Side of the eye. There's a lot of stress in my life. Under the eye. Maybe I'm waiting for the next shoe to drop. Under the nose. Maybe I have a belief that if I think about the positives, I'll be inviting in more negatives. Chin, which is the indentation between the lip and the chin. I wonder if I can start questioning my beliefs. Collarbone. Find your collarbone, go down an inch and out an inch. Maybe I can focus on the positives. Under the arm, which is down at the bottom of the bra line, where you would wear a heart monitor. I'm not denying that I have limiting beliefs or negative emotions. Actually, I don't like the word negative. Let's say lower vibration emotions. Top of the head. And yet I don't have to stay stuck here. Back to the eyebrow. When I notice that I'm in that low place, side of the eye, I can choose differently. Keep tapping, but just for those of you who have never heard my 3 N's before that I created with my friend Deanna Lyons several years ago, the 3 N's are notice it, name it, choose new, go into the under eye. So as soon as you notice that you're triggered by something or you're having some limiting beliefs or emotions popping into your head or anything that you perceive as negative, under the nose, as soon as you notice it, you get to name it. And you get to go, oh, aren't I interesting? I'm focusing on this negativity. Chin. And I get to choose new. I don't have to stay stuck there. So back to tapping with me, repeating after me. I don't have to hold on to negatives. I can release and let them go. Collarbone. I can acknowledge that I'm going to have these feelings and that bad things do happen in life. Under the arm. And yet I can say to myself, now that happened, where's the gift in it? Top of the head. How can I be resilient and learn and grow? Back to the eyebrow. Maybe if I start my day filling myself up with positivity, I can live a more positive life. I get a new opportunity every single day. I get a new opportunity every single hour. I get a new opportunity every single minute. I don't have to stay stuck in low vibration energy. I can do the things that lift me up anytime I need to. Admittedly, sometimes it'll work better than others. And today I am choosing to focus on growth and positivity. Today I am choosing to focus with purpose and intention. I'm allowing myself to slow down and go within. Reflect on what I'm learning and how I'm growing. I'm choosing to focus on what I am grateful for. Remembering that what you appreciate appreciates. And I am choosing to be grateful for it all, even the hard stuff. Remembering that gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. And the more I am grateful for the beautiful things in my life, the more beautiful things there are in my life. I am so grateful for this day. I'm so grateful for this opportunity to create with intention. I'm allowing myself to refresh and renew in this winter solstice energy. I'm sending myself some love and new possibilities. And I am so, so grateful for my life today. So I'm going to ask you to stop tapping, put your hands over your heart. And really anchor in this high vibration energy, this energy of possibility and hope and intention. Knowing that you are the creator of your creation. You are creating your life in this moment. You have choice. You can choose to stay stuck in negativity, or you can choose to do the things that support you to get more into who you want to be, being how you want to be, feeling how you want to feel. You can watch this recording. I think I've got, 20 or 30 of these now, of these YouTube lives that are available. Come tap with me anytime if you need to. Get outside and walk in nature. Spend time with your pet if you have a pet. Pray, journal, read something uplifting, watch positive things here on YouTube, listen to podcasts, do all the things that lift you up over and over and over and over. Just like brushing your teeth is part of your daily physical hygiene, taking care of your mental and emotional health is also part of your daily hygiene. So I hope this has been helpful for you today. I hope you're encouraged and feeling a little inspired and uplifted. Doing the best you can is all you can do. And obviously some days are better than others, and that's okay. Be gentle with yourself, patient with yourself. Let go of shoulding on yourself. Let go of I should do this or I should do that. Be more patient, loving, gentle, and compassionate with yourself and others. So thank you so much for joining me. Blessings to you all. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day, week, year, and all that. So thank you so much again. Namaste. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you so much. I hope you'll check the replay. Bye, everyone.